Jim Militello along with AP golf writer Doug Ferguson at the U.S. Open, where Tiger Woods dazzled once again, this time in the third round. Playing basically just a very sporadic round of golf. He comes up with 3 dazzling shots down the stretch, a couple of eagles, and a chip-in birdie to take the lead.
That might have been one of the most exciting hours we've seen from Tiger in a major, and that's a lot of majors to cover. It just happened, so we're all kind of trying to get our hands around it. But you know, all the other great performances we've seen in a U.S. Open or a British or the other majors he played, he was more like a surgeon. This time he turned into a magician. I mean, the putt on 13 really changed his outlook, changed the shape of this tournament. You know, buckling his knee on 15, and it makes you wonder if he's even going to be able to finish the tournament. And then you get the chip on 17, which probably should have gone 10 feet by, and 2 what looked like to be manufactured swings on 18 just to keep the ball in play, and ho-hum, there's another eagle, his third of the tournament, and all of a sudden, guess who's atop the leaderboard?
Yeah, that's the amazing part about it. He even admitted there was a little bit of luck that came into play, particularly on that chip on 17.
I think so. I mean, it was kind of an awkward lie. It's deep grass, it's an upslope, it's kind of a flop chip, if we can make up that word, and it came out hot the minute it came off his club, and he knew it because when you looked at his face, he was telling it to bite. And when things like that happen, when they go in, you can't celebrate that. You just think, what in the world just happened to me? I'm a lucky guy.
Yeah,
he needs it.
Yeah, and he did have that rueful grin after the chip on 17. Let's talk about the eagle on 13. A remarkable shot, a long shot, tough breaker, and that really turned him around.
It did. It reminded me a lot of the Players' Championship in 2001, minus the island there on 17. A bit lucky. You know, if you think back to the moment, he's 5 shots behind Rocco, standing over a 70-foot putt. That if he hits it too firm, could roll a good 6-7 feet by. You really want to get that down to about 2 feet if you're lucky. And once it hit the slope and started bending, again, it was just like sawgrass. You're thinking, oh boy, here it comes. And that was great, and his reaction showed it. You know, I've never seen him turn and do the double fist pump clutch, whatever that thing was. And how he stayed on even ground with the ground shaking from so much cheering was another, miracle.
And then just to cap it off, an eagle putt of about 30 feet on 18, and all of a sudden Lee Westwood, who was in the clubhouse thinking he's going to lead going into the final round, has to chase Tiger going into the final round.
Yeah, but if anyone can do it, it's Lee Westwood. You know, there's one statistic about Tiger that is amazing, that in his entire career, he's only once lost a tournament when leading by more than 1 shot, and that was Lee Westwood in Germany back in 2000. Lee's very capable. Strangely enough, he's never really contended in a major, but he's done just about everything else. He doesn't get a lot of recognition over here because he's fallen substantially from when he won the Order of Merit in 2000. But this very well could be his time. It's been years and years since 1970 since the Europeans won. Westwood's won 29 times. He's won an Order of Merit. He's done everything but win a major. He's right there. And Rocco, I'm not so sure about. I don't know how much a 45-year-old back can withstand another 18 holes at a U.S. Open. But hanging around too is Jeff Ogilvy at 1 over. And Jeff, clings to the idea of something Judy Rankin, his relative, and it would take us too long to explain. But Judy said to him on the Sunday before Wingfoot, everyone's always surprised when they pick up the paper Monday morning and see what the winning score is in a U.S. Open. You just never know. You just keep playing, hitting shots, and see where it turns out.
One other quick thing. Tiger has never lost a major taking at least a share of the lead into the final day. You think this may be the time, though?
Possibly. I mean, I told Tiger when he missed the cut at Wingfoot that the shock wasn't that he missed the cut, but that it took 10 years for it to happen. One of these days it's going to happen. The sky's going to fall. Everyone's going to go into conspiracy talk about what really happened. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But let me say this. I don't think there's ever been another time when you've seen Tiger Woods' name atop the leaderboard when there's been so much uncertainty going into the final round.
Remarkable shots by Tiger Woods in the third round at the U.S. Open. AP golf writer Doug Ferguson with the analysis. I'm Jim Militello, the Associated Press, San Diego.